All right, what is up, guys? NA4 here, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we're going to be talking about the MCU's latest project, The Marvels. Um, I don't really know where to start with this movie. Um, but if you're new here, drop a like on this video, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I have a goal to meet, and I'm almost there. So help me out, please. I would appreciate it. It's free. But yeah, the Marvels. I'll be letting you guys know my opinions, personal opinions, the good, the bad, the highs, the lows, the yes, the no's, the pros, the cons, all that good stuff. Um, but yeah, let's hop straight into it. Honestly, this movie was interesting because, like any of the ads and trailers and promotional stuff, I didn't have any hype for this movie. I was not excited to see this movie at all. Like whenever I watched any of the trailers, I was not like, man, I have to see this movie. Man, I have to be there day one. I didn't get that feeling with this movie at all. It's a shame because I do enjoy Captain Marvel, and I do think that Brie Larson gets a lot of unnecessary hate. Um, it's not like she's bad. It's just the way that they decide to write her character. That's what makes her character like kind of toned down a little bit. Um, but I don't know, man. I thought this movie it's interesting, okay? Because it's like a lot of people are like, "Oh, this movie it's cute, it's whatever," whereas a lot of other people are kind of like, "This might be the worst MCU movie I've ever watched. Like this is bad." And it's gotten to a point where it seems as if the Marvel hype train has kind of died. Um, to the point where they're like, "Oh, you guys are using Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, Chris Evans and RDJ to promote this movie. That's crazy." Like stuff like that. "Oh, you guys are trying to bring back Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson, even though they're already dead. Like you guys are in shambles." So it seems as if the MCU is in a bit of a rough spot. So if I'm DC, I'm wanting to capitalize off of this. But we know how that's gonna go. Uh, but no, I mean, I thought this movie it was at least entertaining. It's not perfect at all. Um, it's not the best Marvel movie out there, but if you go into it just to watch it, I think you'll have a good time. No, it's not Endgame. It's not No Way Home. It's not Infinity War. It's not Civil War. It's not the first Iron Man movie. It's none of those top tiers, but it's there. Um, it's watchable. I would put it around the ranks of like, oh man, I don't know, man. Marvel has been missing a lot recently. Um, it's around that range of like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness for me. Like it's watchable, but it's not complete trash. And I do think that there are good things about this movie, man. I enjoy the scenes that has Nick Fury in it. I enjoy seeing all the Marvels like interact with each other. It's fun. Um, but that's pretty much it. It's just a bit of fun. That's really all I got from this movie. Nothing too significant, which is a bit of a shame. I wanted this movie to succeed, but I just didn't have any hype for it. No hope, really. But I'd say watch it if you like the MCU. If you want to see where the story is headed towards, I'd watch it. Maybe on Disney Plus. I don't know, or like matinee pricing. It's not the best Marvel movie out there. And I know it sounds like I'm just bashing this movie, and I'm trying not to, but it's kind of hard. I mean, maybe the movie would be better at IMAX or D box or something like that, 3D. That's if you're like a true diehard fan. For me, I didn't need all that. It's not the worst Marvel movie out there. It's not. I think it's getting a lot of unnecessary hate. I've seen worse, definitely, but it's not a home run. It's not out of the park. It's just kind of there. Um, the comedy and the humor in this movie, it's not really funny. It's typical MCU humor. There's certain characters that are funny, and there's just certain characters that it just doesn't work as well. Like if you got Tony Stark, it's funny. If you got Ant Man, it's funny. Certain characters work a lot better than others in the comedy aspects, and it shows in this movie. The MCU has a bit of trouble with their jokes and humor in most of their movies. Um, So yeah, that definitely does bleed into this movie. The villain was very forgettable, very lackluster. Uh, Marvel also has a problem with that, making some of their villains just so incredibly boring. She's basically like Ronan from what was it? The first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I believe that was his name. Uh, it's like a mixture of that and I forgot the other character's name. I think it's from Ant Man and the Wasp, Ghost. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I really don't have much to say about this movie. It's like I didn't love it, but I'm not disappointed. I'm just kind of like, eh, you know, like, it's just kind of there. Um, I would love to see the characters return. I enjoy all three characters with Carol and everything. I think she is a bit one dimensional at times, but I think that there is potential there. So I don't know, man. The Marvels, it's just another MCU movie as of right now. Like they're just pushing movies out. But personally, if I had to rank this movie, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. It's slightly above average. Not the worst MCU project, but it's far from the best. Um, I don't know, man. Marvel, it's like something has to change. Okay, something has to change. It's just quality over quantity. Okay, I feel like I've talked about this before with some of these MCU movies. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm not mad, just a little disappointed. Okay, I expected this though. I knew this movie wasn't going to be great, but what can I do? Um, but yeah, man. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like on it, share it, and subscribe if you are new. I'm in A4, and I am out. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.